You know, the pre-spawn period is a period that really comes right after the winter period. Our wintertime fishing, you know, really is a short span of time. It's funny because our water stays so warm the majority of you figure 9 months out of the year the water's warm. It's almost like our fish start to, or want to spawn when the water temperature cools to 65, where other places in the country it's just reverse. They have long periods of winter time, so when the water warms back to 65. But our fish will typically, a marsh bass can spawn in December, January, February. On any moon phase, just as soon as that water temperature gets around 65 degrees, you know, they try to spawn. So our pre-spawn period is really just kind of an extension of our wintertime fishing. But typically what happens in pre-spawn, they get a little more crawfish oriented, they start to be a little more target oriented. And what I mean by that, then they start setting up on hard targets. When they move in the wintertime to feed on those baits, they're just roaming those canals and eating bait. But once it gets pre-spawn, they'll start to set up a little more specific, whether it's cypress trees, logs, and that type of deal. So when that happens, you know, then you can go to, you know, a jig, plastic imitations that look like crawfish. A lot of times I'll go more to it, you know, the red will get better, orange, something that's a little more crawfish oriented. It's not that they won't still eat shad during that period. They do seem to, once they go to feeding, there's something that nutrition-wise that they need that are in those crawfish, and they really gorge, you know, right before the spawn on crawfish. And I like a crawfish imitator better then than I do a shad imitator.